Flash twist. The hotel mirror wasn't reflecting her right. Nora checked into room 313, a cheap motel off the highway. When she looked into the mirror, her reflection smiled a second later. She laughed nervously and went to unpack. But when she turned around, the reflection was still smiling. Panic surged through her as she faced the room, but the smile in the mirror lingered. Heart pounding, she glanced back at the glass, half expecting to see her own bewildered expression staring back. Instead, the reflection remained fixed in its cheerful grin, as if mocking her unease. Flash twist. The mirror had something taped behind it. The next morning, Nora noticed the mirror had shifted slightly. She pulled it away from the wall and found a folded note. It read, "Don't look into it after sunset." She froze. The sun was already going down. Nora's mind raced with questions, fear creeping into her thoughts as she glanced nervously at the mirror. What could it mean? Was it a prank or something more sinister? With the sun's descent, the room felt colder, and she hesitated, torn between curiosity and dread. Flash twist. The reflection moved before she did. Nora dropped the note. She turned to leave, but the reflection stepped closer to the glass, on its own. It raised its hand and pressed against the mirror. She backed away, but the glass began to ripple. Panic surged through Nora as she felt an unnatural pull toward the mirror. The shadows danced within the glass, beckoning her to come closer, even though every instinct screamed for her to run. Flash twist. She woke up, on the other side. Nora blinked, and everything looked reversed. Her hotel room, the world, everything, flipped like a photo. She ran to the door, but the handle was gone. On the other side of the mirror, her reflection was now living her life. Feeling increasingly desperate, Nora begins to pound on the door, the sound echoing eerily in the silence of the reversed world around her. She shouts for help, but no one seems to hear her. In the mirror, her reflection glances back at her with a smirk, as if mocking her predicament. Nora's heart races as she realizes that she must find a way to reclaim her life from this bizarre alternate version of herself. Flash twist. The next guest said the room felt watched. A week later, the hotel rented room 313 again. The new guest unpacked and looked into the mirror. For a split second, he saw a woman pounding on the glass, screaming silently. Then she vanished. Stunned, he rubbed his eyes, convinced it was a trick of the light, but the chilling sensation lingered in the air. As night fell, whispers of the hotel's past crept into his mind, tales of guests who never checked out. Liked the twist? If you love stories that mess with your mind, tap subscribe for a new one every day. Flash twist. One twist can change everything. Flash twist. One twist can change everything. Creeped out? Smash that like